what I would say is that they should do a scientific research to find out if people will even be interested to participate. Because this thing, it will also affect the NDC in a way that we are not talking about it now. One, the idea, the opposition people, they will have ammunitions against Mahama and the MPP as a party.
And NDC,
And
you mean?
yes,
Okay.
here it is a sign of power grabbing here. You are spending 2 times and you say you want more time. You just want to grab the when you are on the
You are being power drunk.
you don't want to go for somebody to also come and do what they can.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
There comes a time we sit here to discuss some related topics outside of our domain, which is show business. It is the reason we started a special segment called Pop and Politics, aka PNP. And on PNP, everything that is around humans is discussed here beyond show business. Of course, our life is not only on show business, so beyond show business, the other lives, how do we live around them as well? That is why we have Pop and Politics, aka PNP. And I sit with my team here to discuss some of the very pertinent issues within our industry when it comes to pop and politics. Now, one of them is up for conversation or for discussion, and in Team Dodo Solomon Chemo, who is my special guest today for us to do Pop and Politics, is seated. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and of course, he also represents in Team Dosu Digital Solutions for all your needs when it comes to online. He is ready to assist you for you to clear them. Now, what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? On our official Facebook page, which is Sammy Flex TV, where the young men in the office have been providing content day to day for its followers, they put out a post. Should I call it a survey rather? Where they asked a simple question among Ghanaians to answer. And I want to read verbatim what they put out. They put out a post that said, will you vote a yes or no in a referendum if it happens that President Mahama wants to go for another term? Will you vote a yes or no in a referendum if it happens that President Mahama wants to go for another term? And the people said, we just want to know. Let's go. It came with a caption. Will you vote a yes or a no? Keke. It's what we want to know. No long things to be a hashtag Sammy Flex TV. Ladies and gentlemen, the reaction out of this particular story has triggered a whole lot of conversation. On many political platforms, I can see people who have started discussing this. One of such is what we are about to talk about here. Now, just within 4 hours after putting out this post, the reactions that came, in fact, overwhelming. I think if I check the page of Sammy Flex, this will be the biggest and the fastest so far in terms of reactions.
Yes. Yes.
In 4 hours or under 4 hours, the post had gathered 28 shares. It had gathered 3.7k comments. 3.7k comments. I want to believe that if you are watching this video the following day as we recorded, you can...
It will be more than.
Yes. The commentaries on the post alone, overwhelming. 3.7k under 4 hours. And it's when it comes to those who have liked it, we have about 2.9k. And like I said, if you are to go and check again, after, now that you are watching, if you go to our Facebook page on Sammy Flex TV, I know it has quadrupled from the time I read this. It means interest is high on this issue. Now, we do our calculation on those who are voting yes on our Facebook page, I'm sure we are likely to get 90% flat or even more, because you read or you count about 50 yes or yeses before you come and see one no. And this has become very interesting for us to talk about that. Okay, online on Sammy Flex TV's page alone, that is what it is saying. Should this become a reality, what is likely to be the picture? Just as many people are saying yes online on our Sammy Flex TV page, Chamo thinks the reality will be hard. And we have been talking about it, having conversations about it. I said, well, people would need some education on this as well. So let's come to PNP to have this conversation. So Chamo, you are welcome.
Thank you.
So you are still sure that yes, the online might be yes, over 90%.
Yeah.
But reality, the conversation might be different.
Yes. It is.
Convince me, because I'm convinced that the way the online thing is going, we will get the same results.
It is really difficult than what we are seeing online. And there are a whole lot of factors that you have to consider if you are going through that process.
Okay.
And the process, for those who may want specific, Article 66 subsection 2. So they will say Article 66 2. It means Article 66 subsection 2. There's a clause there. Stating the terms that a person can be a president in Ghana here. And it is that you can only be a president of Ghana going for 2 terms. 2 terms. And it is SHA. And when they say SHA, it means it's an entrenched provision. That's the technical term. What it means is that it is not easy to turn it. What it is what
when
it
they
is.
say a president shall have 2 terms.
Yes.
2 voting terms.
It's an entrenched provision. So it is not easy.
Easy to
overturning. Say, one day I say, this thing, let's turn it and do something else. No. And how they did it is that they have put something that, in this case, we will say a barrier for it to be difficult for somebody to change it, even if they have the intention of doing it. And then again, it will go through a process that we will be convinced that if it has gone through all this process for people to say this is what we want, then it means this is what they want. Because they have made it such that it will be difficult to influence people just like that for it to happen. And that is it. So what will happen? The first step from this is that either the president, parliament, or a citizen of Ghana can propose that we have to change that part of the constitution. So the president can say, I want us to change the 2-term provision and make it 3-term or 4-term. President can say that. Or parliament, somebody in parliament, member of parliament, can also propose that. Or a citizen of Ghana, obia otimi to aba or league or valid Ghanaian citizen. Ebetimi so a petition say or per se changes our term. So these are the 3 categories of people. Obetimi as suggest say yen change sa entrench position. Say or petition no submit Emma parliamentar. They will first of all gazette it. Omo ye de beko court. Ama court aka say asema asumesi se opese okani. Enti no yemfanto abonten mo obi antibi. So obi o legal issue whatever ebe happen within that time. So omo gazette say edaho for at least 6 months. For the gazetting process no. Ebe daho for 6 months. After 6 months, then they will take it to parliament for them to debate it. So the parliament will debate and also vote on it.
For 6 months.
For 6 months.
Or within 6 months.
Well, yes. So the parliament debates. After that, they will do voting in
among
parliament. Among the parliamentarians.
The lawmakers.
Yes. And the idea is that the parliamentarians should at least 66% of the parliamentarians should vote for the
they should vote a yes.
Yes, for the
for that thing to be changed.
Yeah, for the suggestion that somebody has brought to parliament
to come into effect.
Yes. So first of all, they should at least 66% of the parliamentarians should vote yes.
Okay.
For us to move to the next level.
Okay.
So why are we entertaining this now? It's for the fact that now when you go to parliament, NDC holds about the 66% of the total parliamentarians. That's what they call two-third majority.
Majority, yeah.
Yes, they hold about 66% of the parliament seats now.
Okay.
So if they take it to parliament, it will be easy for them. Even if after whatever debate, not the NDC for any majority say we won't change our mind, we will still vote yes. It will be easy for them to get it. Okay. So the first step and the second step, it will be easy for it to go through. Okay. Because let's say NDC have interest because of President Mahama. Okay. So they can lobby from the first stage to the second stage. Okay. And they will go through it. And because of this, the writers or the people who worked on the constitution, they knew that something like that can easily happen. Yeah. Because somebody can get the two-thirds majority. So at that point, they are not really going to think about it like that. They just pass it through. Okay. Okay. So after the two-thirds majority that in parliament that the parliamentarians, based on voting, have agreed that yes, we should change that clause in our constitution and go the suggested way that they will give. Okay. Then the framers of the constitution say, okay, then you have to put it to the public for the public to also agree that we should change it. Okay. And for the public to agree, we have to do voting. And this type of voting is called referendum. Yes. So the referendum process... referendum, as some people will call it.
Referendum,
yes,
referendum.
Yes. And that process, too, there's a two-part to it. Okay. One, they have the legal threshold of even us considering that we have to do it. And that the legal threshold is that if we decide to conduct the election for yes or no, at least 40% of the voter registers, of the people in the voter register should participate. At least 40% of people in the voter register should participate.
That's the first test.
That is the first test.
So even if, let's say, 2 million people vote. And they all vote yes, and they are not up to the 40%, we will not even start counting. No, we won't even count it. Because it didn't meet the threshold. Of 40%.
Of 40%. That's the first barrier. I see. That's why some of us are saying that it is very, very difficult to achieve it. And here is the thing. Let's take it that at least the 40% we will get. Okay. But mind you, the voter register as it stands now has about 18 million, 18.7 million voters in the register. 18.7 million. Okay. So 40% of 18.7 million will be around 7.5 million, 7.6 million. That's the 40% of the 18 million. Okay. Yes. So we will need at least 7 million people to vote before we will start counting. At least 7 million. Okay. It can be more, but if nothing at all, it should be at least 7.7 million or 7 million. Let's run it to the approximate figure so that people will get it. Okay. So we will need at least 7 million people to vote for us to even start counting. That's the first test. Okay. Okay. So what it means is that now NDC or whoever has interest in that proposal should lobby or campaign for at least 7 million to decide that we will go and vote.
I see. 7
million people.
Out of the voters.
Yes.
Which is about 18
million.
18 million.
Yes, 18 million voters in our register now. Okay. And at least 7 million of the 18 million should vote. That's the basic threshold. Okay. That 7 million voting, at least 5 million of them should say yes. 75% of the 7 million should say yes to the voting that they have done. For us to take it as that, okay, now we can go ahead and do it. So let's do it in nominal terms so that people can get it.
Good.
18 million. Now we need 7 million people to vote. After 7 million people have done the voting, now we have to count the yes or no. And if one of the 7 million people decide not to vote yes, it is gone.
Null and void.
Yes. Because you won't get the threshold that you are
looking for.
Yes. And okay. When the 7 million people vote, you need at least 5 million people saying yes.
Okay.
That is it. That's the 75% of the 7 million. So when you are able to convince 7 million people to vote, now you have to convince 5 million of the 7 million people to say yes. And an interesting thing is that when you look at our votes, the voter turnout, and you do regional calculations, the stronghold of the NPP, stronghold of the NDC, if we decide to let only one side vote, they won't win. They won't get the 5 million out of the 7 million. Yes. Because an analysis is given about close to the 7 million for MPP strongholds.
Okay.
And then close to 3 million for the NDC stronghold. So you should do more than just your people. That's the point here. So it cannot happen that only NDC people will vote for them to get the yes vote to pass.
Okay.
By all means, it's either you convince all the independent voters or you convince some of the MPP people to also vote yes
for you.
That's why it is so difficult to achieve what we are talking about.
Now, I am interested in the current energy that the NDC and the Mahama government seem to be enjoying. The energy online, the yes, like that. Don't you think that energy can translate into the people?
Oh, of course, why not? But here's the thing. If we decide to go that direction, we know that the opposition or people who are against it will also campaigning against it. So you get no people also coming on board.
Yes, they also make noise. They will not keep quiet for everything to go yes,
like that. So at this point, you will get a lot of people saying yes online. But I can bet you, even on our survey that we did on our page, there are some people who are afraid to say no.
Because everybody is typing
yes. So who are they to say no? Then I've seen some comments saying that everybody is saying yes. So who am I to say no? And then again, I also saw a comment saying that this survey there, it looks like NDC full soldiers conducted it, so they are all saying yes.
They all say yes.
yes to it. And there's a history. I mean, this is not the first time that we are attempting to do referendum, or maybe we want to do referendum. And I won't take us far. Just in 2019, NPP decided to do referendum about voting for MMDC. But it didn't happen because they did a survey and got the hint that they will get a low turnout. So there's no need for them to even start it. Since they are not going to get the 40%, there will be no need for it. Even if about, let's say, 39% people do the voting, still, we won't count it. It will not be valid. And it will also cost us to go through the process. So after the survey, they decided to cancel it. So even this one, if they will do it, I think they have to do a scientific survey to find out if people will be even willing to participate. That's the first step. And if they are willing to participate, why not? Let's try it. But for me, I think it will fail for the reason that now NDC people, they are happy about what is happening. In fact, neutral people in Ghana here are even happy about what is going on. But for the process to go through all the steps to get to the point that we will vote, I think things may change a bit. I mean, NDC, they are not even up to 1 year in power.
Yeah.
So we have not seen much. Now the goodwill is there. People think that NDC, they are doing a great job here in Ghana at the moment.
Okay.
But can we be so confident that it will be like this for the whole 4-year term? That's the thing. And this one, even if we start the process now, I think it will take us to at least the 3rd term of the NDC government before we will get to the point that we are going to vote. And just based on these reasons, I think it will be very, very difficult to get to the point that you even vote the yes or no.
I see. So there's no chance for this.
There's no chance for this.
So
honestly,
no matter the responses online,
yeah.
NDC and the Mahama government should never try this.
Well, they can do more if they want to try it. What I would say is that they should do a scientific research to find out if people will even be interested to participate. Because this thing, it will also affect the NDC in a way that we are not talking about it now. One, the idea, the opposition people, they will have ammunitions against Mahama and the MPP as a party.
And NDC mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Here, it is a sign of power grabbing here. You are spending 2 times and you say you want more time. You just want to grab the when you are on the
you are being power drunk.
You don't want to go for somebody to also come and do what they can.
Yeah.
So that kind of argument, I tell you, a lot of people will take it. Even within NDC, why are they doing this for Mahama but not any other person in NDC?
Okay.
Who is Mahama? What has he done?
Why him?
Yes, that we can't get anybody except him to rule this country. So there is a strong argument that will go against Mahama as an individual. Because of that, even some NDC people will decide not to even vote at all. They, but who are you? Let somebody else come and take the throne, because there are some NDC people who may also be interested in governing this nation. So why don't you, after serving the 2 term, why don't you go for someone else to come? That kind of argument or that kind of messaging is not coming now because we are not there yet. If we get to that point, then you will see strong argument against Mahama as an individual, and again against NDC. Then the same argument can go against NDC that you people, you are power drunk, you want to take the power forever, and the means of you taking it is not fair. The fairness of it is that let's do voting, the terms, and let's see who will win. Now you think that you can't win, so you want to, change the system to favor you. And your means of changing the system is changing the constitution, changing the terms of this thing. We do election and all that so that you can win. It is also a strong argument that a lot of people will buy. In fact, even the neutral people. And again, since you can't get only NDC people for you to get this, like what will happen in Parliament now, if they vote in Parliament now, NDC will go through because they have the 60%, 66% that we are talking about, the 2/3 majority. They will get it. But when it comes to the referendum, they will need more than just NDC members. So apart from people making argument that may make even some NDC people change their minds, again, they will also suffer in terms of people who think that they are neutral, they don't belong to MPP or NDC, but they want the system to work for everybody.
Okay.
So it will not be easy like the way that we are getting it now, especially the people online, NDC enthusiasts, NDC sympathizers, NDC foot soldiers. Now it is their time to jubilate or even feel that it is possible. But even some of them, there could be argument to let them change their mind. Even if they won't vote no, they won't go and vote.
I see. Wow. So Chamo has given us a quick breakdown on the results we have gathered on our Facebook page about a possible, not possible, about the fact that should this come up, what will be the people's reaction? Do you have an idea when the last referendum in Ghana was held? Well,
2019.
2019, yes,
Yes.
but I remember
Yes,
growing up,
2019, yes.
yes, growing up, I saw something like this.
Yes, yeah. In 1992, they did one. It went through, but you see, people don't really push those things because at the time,
So 1992, it went through.
yes, it went through about 90, I think about 93%, yes.
Voted yes.
Yes, voted yes
Okay.
for specific things. So for me to be specific, let's get what they were voting on. Some
So that one was not about an extension of term.
no, it
Okay,
was
good.
about something else. So 1992 referendum, they did new constitution referendum.
Okay.
The time that we were bringing the constitution.
Okay.
Then they said that let's vote to say that we are now going to use this constitution 1992.
Okay.
So it was 90% turnout. The turnout was 45%.
Okay.
And
That
then
one, it was just an adoption of that.
That's
This is
the
book we want to use to govern the country.
yes, at the time, Rawlings had ruled us for some years, and then we were trying to stop the military ruling
Yes,
and come
yes,
to the
yes,
democracy.
democracy. Yeah.
So they did a referendum to ask Ghanaians, do we want military or democracy?
And Ghanaians voted that.
Yes.
We wanted democracy.
Democracy. And for that one, the yes got about 93%.
Okay.
Yes, and at the time, the electoral number was 8 million people.
Okay.
And then we had 3.68 million votes cast,
Wow.
which was then 45% of vote turnout. So it
see.
was more than the 40% that we were looking.
Yeah.
After that, we did one in 1960 and 1964. But for those ones, yes, we got about 99%. But we should get this because it was authoritarian contest.
Okay.
Uto one two,
Yeah.
kind of.
In terms of results, no.
No,
It's
yeah,
manifesting.
yeah.
By
it
that
is.
time, Obina,
Yeah, you say, yeah.
to say,
And then
this is what
I
you
think
guys
we
should do.
also did 1978 Unigov when some people decided say ombeti omuhon.
Okay.
I think some part of voter land Martin, and so we did voting and they got about 60%. The turnout was 50%, and then the yes was 60%. Then the current one is the 2019, the MMDC referendum attempt.
Okay.
But it was cancelled.
Okay.
The reason was that Omu said they go for Emfa. So they had the proposal, they went through the first step, taking it to parliament, all those things, but Omu said Emfa, one says Kakwa. So at the latter part, they just cancelled it.
Okay.
So if you look at the main thing, like the ones that we will say it is legitimate, let's do it. Even with the 1992 one, they couldn't get 50% voter turnout. 1992, that a lot of people were even accepting the constitution. They didn't get 50% turnout. So you just think about it.
Well, we live to see. But Chemo's breakdown is a reflection of what the grounds feels like. Ladies and gentlemen, over to you. Now, what do you also have to say? Is this a possibility? Should it be limited to online space? I'm on for India.
Yeah, brother.
But reality, men try.
Yeah, but I think NDC, if they are interested in it, that's the first step for them to even consider. They should do a survey. Okay. And this one, because it will be for them, it shouldn't be in public. They should be as fair as they can. Because if you go and do a survey and you just survey your own people,
yes, you know,
they
should go to the stronghold of NPP.
Yes.
So they should go to the Ashanti region, the Eastern region, those places that NPP.
Bono
they should do it from there. So based on the results they will get from there, then they can combine the fair result they will get from here to continue with
so
this
they
agenda.
will have a fair idea whether this thing will work or not.
I think it makes sense. Guys, enough education. You can only get it on PNP, Pop and Politics. Thanks to Team Dodu Solomon Chemo for going through hours of deep research for us to understand this. But now that we know, Black Rasta said a burden of knowledge. Now that you know, what would you do? So Chemo has told you, NDC, if you want to do, you know what to do. MPP, if you don't want them to do, you know what to do. And if they don't want to do at all, once again, you know what to do. Well, we will be reading your comments, share with others, tell others that here on Sammy Flex TV, general knowledge is high. And we shall be meeting again on the next video. So subscribe to us so we can do this again. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to the producers, Theophilus Degosh, Desert, as well as Sam Tuga. We'll be doing this again some other time. We are out of here. Salute.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Oh, sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.